Thank you. You had a whole heap of audio issues earlier today. And I haven't actually had a chance to test my mic yet, so I might cut out and stuff here and there. Hopefully I won't. We'll just see how it goes. Welcome everyone to a very festive episode of Tact and Diplomacy, where we're going to take part in all of the Esteren traditions. Ice skating, singing, drinking oily whiskey, and so on. All of the things that we all love. Also, thank you very much, Mackenzie, who has been subbed now for 10 months. Thank you also to Desert Black, who has gifted the first advantage in the pot. First advantage is free, as is custom. And also, thank you to Tact, who's just subscribed 6 months. You've earned yourself a hat, friend. You now have a graduation cap. Stay for another 6 months, and you can get one with bells on. I should introduce things. Social links. Before we go around and say hello to everyone, please check out our social links. We have Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. Please check them all out. Click the buttons. Come and say hi. Also, check out our sponsors. We are sponsored by Hero Forge, who have been releasing new content every day this week, I think. For their models, some sort of Christmas. Also check out the deck of many, who have many wonderful. Actually, I might pick a card rather than just pick a random one. Not because it would be foreboding or anything, just because. Just because it would be fun. They make the deck of many things. Also, the Humblewood campaign, but the deck of many things, the deck of many animated cards. They are cards that move as you move them. Also, check out Mage Hand Press. Mage Hand Press created an expansion for 5e that allows play in space. You can build yourself an Egyptian-style bird person that can explode in a nova of starlight. You could build a sniper priest that will take enemies out from afar with a small, humble prayer. And much, very worth checking. Oh, also, please go and retweet the tweet. Every 10 retweet, Fionn shenanigans. Fionn shenanigans. Fionn danigans. Something like that will occur. And also, because I've been forgetting the last couple of weeks, do check out our warnings. If it's your first time here, then watch out for the content warning there. Mania and insanity, eating disorders, all sorts of other stuff. We play a lot with emotions in this game. And also check out our sanity warning, as this system does have a sanity system built into the mechanics that we are using. And sometimes it can feel a little... let's see. We are up to 8 retweets already, so thank you very much for that, everyone. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. Starting with this week, who looks the most ready? Paige.
Boy is the most ready, clearly. the most prepared person. So yes, it is the holiday time for Paige. Hence, a certain hat, certain beverages, and a lot of festive M&Ms. I am very excited. I'm going to sugar rush this entire game. I'm ready to go.
Next around the screen, we have Mackenzie.
Oh, hi. I'm still sick. I'm Mackenzie Lane Day on Twitter. You can call me Mac. I do things. I do things even though it's the holidays. I don't get time off. What's that? I released a game recently. If you want to have something fun and Christmassy, but also chaotic to play, check out How the Goose Stole Christmas. It's a 1-page TTRPG on my itch.io page. It's about geese ruining Christmas, and it's pinned on my Twitter. That's pretty much the only new thing I have. I have a bunch of other stuff in the pipeline, but it hasn't been publicly announced yet, so I'm just sort of sitting here going, ah. So yeah.
In that exact voice.
Yeah. I still sound a little squeaky. It's fine. I'm not angry. I'm not angry at the fact that I'm still sick. Shut up.
Next around, we have well, not here this week, but returning next week, is Renee at RadianR on Twitter. Also, she is a part of the Fate and the Fable Maidens, so go and check them out too. And she's also running the Eden Forecast, an adaptation of a show we did here on the Scratticus Academy. There you go. Next around the screen, we have A. Kelly Lane. Hey, Kelly.
Hi, I'm Kelly Lane. A Kelly Lane on Twitter. A Kelly in chat. Glad that Kayla's got an extra festive hat. That rhymed. That was great. How in the mood. Anyway, I'm Kelly. I do lots of random stuff, including this game. And on Thursday nights at 10 p.m. EST, I'm also here for a Pulp Cthulhu game set in London, flipping back and forth between the 60s and the Blitz, run by the lovely and wonderful Alice. It's a great game. I just laugh at Sammy being scared the whole time. You should join me. I also write stuff for DM's Guild. You can check me out on Twitter to get all the details of that. I'm sorry, I'm just dying. Specifically, you should check out Canarl's Candy Compendium, which is perfect to add candy to your festive holiday games. Written by Mackenzie and edited by me. That's it. That's all I got for today.
Fantastic.
I'm so distracted.
Lastly around, we have the Ghost of Christmas Present.
I guess that would be me. Yay. Happy holidays, everyone. Yeah, I'm that Kayla person. You can usually find me here on Wednesdays, but not this Wednesday, because it's Christmas, and apparently I have a date, as you can tell by the ensemble. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I play Reese. Yay. This is not staying on my face throughout the entire thing.
Probably. So, I would love to do a read. Except, I don't want to do it. So, 3, 2, 1, fingers on it. Kayla.
I have to recap?
Yep. Sorry. I even gave a 3, 2, 1 warning. Okay, that's more warning than I normally do. Normally, I just silently touch my
handicap.
nose.
I was being attacked with holiday cheer.
Well,
All
normally
right.
I just touch my nose and wait for everyone to notice.
All right. Well, so last week we had spooky. Okay. I was basically being forced to get some sleep thanks to my good friend Patrick, who forced me to sleep, essentially. And finally took a nap, had a weird dream, and yeah, then woke up, went downstairs. Normal. Yeah, had a seat next to Eris. That was a thing. Then went out, because apparently it's Christmas, or holidays, or Yuletide Festival, whatever that means. And everybody was celebrating. And to be nice, I let the girls go and do their shopping. They went out and shopped. I stayed to watch Kaiden, who had to go ice skating. Joined him in the ice skating. Got entered into a skating competition for couples. Won, which is good. And got caught in the process of said couples skating.
You say it like it's a bad thing.
I mean, we're never gonna live it down. That's my issue.
Kaiden is wearing this with pride. I don't know what you're talking about. Kaiden is wearing this with pride. Reese can be ashamed all he wants. Kaiden's like fucking proud.
Well, Yeah. Oh, and apparently we're going to a party tonight with singing. That's another thing.
Yes. Your friend Eris, or Julie, has been requested to attend a...
I'm not as fun as Casual doing the recaps.
I thought you were very fun, very festive, full of cheer.
It still felt very in character.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, I imagine we find our group walking our way towards that pub. Or we'll time skip to then, if anyone had anything they wanted to do in between then. I'd like to get to then. So is there anything that anyone would like to do before they head to the party?
I believe we walked back and got cleaned up so Eris could get her dress back. But other than that,
Drop off the golden skates.
Oh yeah, the golden skates.
You all seen the Book of Mormon?
no.
Yes.
There's a song at the end that immediately reminded me of.
All I
The
can
golden
think of is
skates.
spooky Mormon hell dream. That's all I can think of. Sorry.
The golden plate song. Yes. Okay, so we can do that. And now you are walking to the thing. We might also remember a brief interaction with an urchin selling candles. And
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Eris bought all the candles for a few pence and then gave the kid a gold piece. And Kaiden seemed upset. Or
Yeah.
interested. Or something. They showed an emotion other than anger, which is honestly confusing.
Okay, wow. Way to call me out. But also true. Yeah, after that interaction, Kaiden just sort of like... Kaiden
Actually-
missed a lot of the...
I really would like there to be a scene before the party. Why don't we go back and as we're all getting changed, let's say there's just like, you know when you're getting ready and you've got plans, but you've got like an hour to kill? And why don't we do that? Let's interact. Yeah, let's do that. Whose room do we go to? Cashel has fallen ill.
Or so they say. I've never seen Santa and Casual in the same room together.
Castle going down our chimneys? I don't know.
Casual's
I
always
mean-
inventing new things and experimenting and creating stuff. It sounds
God.
awfully suspicious.
Castle.
Awfully
Santa.
suspicious.
I haven't seen Castle and Santa in the same room. So...
That's what I'm saying. It's the same person, guys. It's the same person.
I feel like Eris would take her time and be killing time as long as she possibly could separately. Would probably be the last to join the conversation. So maybe we go to Reese and Patty's room, possibly.
If he's even awake.
It's been like all day.
It's true, it has been a day, and you will find Reese. Reese? You'll find Reese. Reese is right with you. You'll find Paddy in their room, just sort of about stirring, just putting on the final trimmings of their uniform. And then they stop. Remember what day it is. They start changing out of their uniform. So who's with us? Reese and...
Just Reese, I guess.
Reese, why don't we go to a quick whisper then?
Starting first.
Yep. So Paddy is just changing out of his uniform. I can't believe I nearly forgot about the holiday. Winter solstice.
You're not the only one. We didn't know until we stepped outside. It's like not necessarily ghost town out there. It's odd.
Yeah, no, everyone will be going to the bars tonight. There might be a few people doing some last-minute shopping, but really gifts should be given today. In fact, in the next hour or so. I haven't really got anything special for you, I hate to say. But I did happen to pop around my Maz before you got back. And, well, I'll give it to you all at once.
Thank you. I feel bad considering I didn't. You can have these, and I hold out the golden skates toward him.
That's the prize for the local ice skating festival.
Yeah. You want them?
Hold on a minute, Reese. That's the prize for the local ice skating festival. How did you get that? Did you win the ice skating festival?
I mean, technically, I guess.
There are just surprises all about you, aren't there?
I live in the woods, and I have to cross ice a lot. I survived an avalanche coming here, so...
Fair enough. Yeah, no, well, fair. But, like, who did you partner with? Eris?
No.
I mean, Alienor doesn't seem the most graceful.
No, not her.
Asha's been here sick. What? Someone random? Did you just take a random partner?
You'll get there eventually with your guesses. Who do you think?
You're gonna have to help me here.
Fucking Kaiden looped me into it.
What?
Yes, Kaiden. That Kaiden.
Back off! You'd rather stab him with your skates than partner up with him!
Well, you know, things happen. And happy holidays, I guess.
And Paddy looks rather perturbed by this information. Deeply disturbed, you could say. Well, I guess good for you two, I suppose, putting it behind you.
I wouldn't necessarily go that far, but I don't know.
I honest. Well, that doesn't matter. You want to get your friends?
Yeah, they're all changing. Apparently, Eris Julianne was invited to some party to entertain. She said we could all go with her.
Which party?
Some noble. I don't quite remember his name. I'm sure you could probably tag along if you wanted to.
I'd love to.
Nothing like free food, am I right?
Nothing quite like it.
Did you at least sleep well?
I did, actually. I did.
That's good.
And there is a knock at the door. Alienor, how do you knock at the door?
Well, Eleanor thinks she's being quiet, but it's kind of like a horse kicking the door. It's not very subtle.
And Paddy looks to you recently and goes, that'll be Alienor.
Yeah, that'll definitely be her.
See what I mean?
Yeah. I go over and open the door.
Alright, Alienor, how you doing?
Oh, did I interrupt this?
No, you're alright. I'm just putting my shirt on, that's all.
Wait, is Patty shirtless?
Kind of half shirtless.
Okay, Paige approves. Eleanor is ignoring this.
Button down. He's kind of got like He's got like that
Sorry.
grey kind of chest hair on his chest. Like just sort of like,
Well, salt and pepper.
yeah.
Oh wow.
Still
poor
well-
me.
Fox.
Still well
Okay.
defined, but
All right. All right. This is not Alienor. This is just Paige who's gonna go back to her corner. Reese, can
Hey,
I
he doesn't
just
seem perturbed. You're a healer, right?
I don't really need to be seeing it the rest of the time, to be honest. Be a little bit more contained, Patty. And it's like, Reese, can I talk to you for a second outside the door?
Sure. We'll be downstairs. You can catch up with us there.
Oh, you're going down to the main hall.
Eventually, after whatever this conversation is.
Well, actually, hang on a minute, because if you go down to like the main area or something, I've got to like wait here like a jackass whilst you're finishing up. Why don't you two take the room, and I'll go down to the main hall and grab myself a drink, and then you can join me when you're done.
All right, that works.
All right, get a minute. Happy holiday.
Sorry. But
Thank you.
And he finishes putting on his shirt, does up his belt, and leaves. Down page.
Let me just. Well.
Merry Christmas.
To me. Sorry, I'll behave. Yeah, Reese, I kind of got you something, but I forgot to get something for Patrick, so I kind of had to kick him out to give it to you because I didn't really want to feel like an asshole.
Apparently, he got us something as well.
Oh shite! I really fucked it up.
I gave him
alright.
skates. Is that?
You
I don't
think
know
if
if that makes up for it.
I don't know if you think if I buy him a whiskey, that'd be enough.
Enough whiskeys, yeah.
Aye, it's probably enough.
Military.
And Eleanor pulls out a really terribly wrapped because she went back to her room. She doesn't have many dresses. It doesn't take her long to get ready. So she kind of cut up a pillowcase to use it as a wrapping, like for all the gifts.
Well,
And like hands it over. Therese, like, it's not really anything much. I just thought you'd maybe like it.
okay. Slowly opens it up.
It's more like an uncrumple, really.
Uncrumple, just.
It's,
What is it?
it's a kind of like nicer. It looks like little tufts of cotton, but they're. She kind of like picks them up and she motions to your ears. She was trying to get you upgraded ear muffs because she keeps seeing you
No,
touch
no,
your ears.
no.
Oh, no! Oh god, I almost brought everyone in.
It's you got me new earplugs?
Ah, yeah, the ones are looking kind of raunchy. To be honest, these I thought they'd probably be more comfortable. You don't have to keep them. I don't know. if you-
No, that's not it. Why?
It's a holiday and you're supposed to get people gifts. I thought you would. Do you not like the?
No, that's not it. That's I don't know. It's nice. Not what I was expecting, really.
Oh,
And I guess the
just-
old ones were getting nasty.
maybe a wee bit uncomfortable. The in and out, in and out. And I don't really think they're meant to be used that way.
I pop one in. Does it feel? All right. Put in one of your things in.
It's new.
Might take a little bit of breaking in, but thank you.
Hi, at the very least, you have 2 pairs now. You can clean them and then switch them out.
Yeah.
Hi. Are you all ready?
I quickly crumple it up and stuff it away. Your man calls.
Hi, but this is your room.
Well, we can leave if you want to go hang out with him. He said you got gifts for everybody.
I guess so, but maybe he's here for you. I don't know if he even knows I'm here. Maybe it's to do with your little, and she kind of motions to do the.
Speak another word of it, and I will make sure you have not a drop of whiskey all night.
Fine. A bit of a buzzkill, but sure. The threat of no whiskey spikes really deep. If we let in Kaiden,
Is everything all
Go
right
to the
in there?
door. Go to the door. Open it up. Yeah, it's fine.
Cashel's knocked out pretty soundly, so I figured I'd join someone.
Patrick's downstairs. I was
Not-
going to head down and join him.
Well, I'm not stopping you. Go in.
Go ahead, Alienor. I'll leave you two to it.
I mean, it's just gift giving. You could watch if you want. And she starts pulling out another terribly
I
wrapped
don't need
present.
I don't know what you need. Is it something I need to see, or is it something I don't need to see?
No, not really.
Oh my
It's kind of.
days. Okay, so big thank you to Ghost Me Please, who has donated £50. That is enough to have a whole bunch of Fiona Daddy stuff
Ooh.
going on.
Hey!
And if you would like that, Ghost Me Please, let us know. But also Amber Gorayan or Pumpkin has donated. Okay, I know it doesn't divide into 4 nice. Yes, it does. 15 advantages each.
Holy shit!
Wait.
What?
Wait.
On top of
what?
what you already have, yes.
All right,
Fif-
this makes Alienor's
15?
gift look terrible.
Like 1, 5, 15?
Uh-huh.
Shit.
That's a lot of... Okay.
Yeah, Paige, it means you really need to start using your advantages. You've now gone on to a third stack.
Paige, please use advantages. My
I
God.
hoard them. I
Oh,
like
no.
my stacks of advantages.
I don't know if
Paige is
she has
building a
the
castle.
cards. Oh, I don't know if she has the flashcards.
We must pray.
Well, I do pull out my terribly wrapped gift. It kind of looks to Kaiden probably like a pillowcase wrapped around an item, but cut up. Just gonna put it out there.
She did the same for me. Don't worry about it.
Oh, all right.
And I totally hand it over.
Why?
Man, everyone's really asking about this. Does no one understand the idea of gift giving on a holiday?
I didn't get you anything.
You don't have to give me anything.
You sure?
Aye, that's not how gift giving works. It's not tit for tat. You only get people gifts if you really want to.
All right. Well, thanks. And I open it.
It's a brand new shirt.
Ah,
I noticed you were really washing the other one back at the stream a lot. You often take off your shirt to wash them. So I just
I
kind of thought you
don't-
probably needed another shirt.
Yeah.
It's a proper way to get a cold, to be honest. Always taking off your shirt like that.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I really don't have anything else but this at the moment, so
Nice. That's why I got you a second shirt.
I thank you. Should I wear it tonight?
I think it's probably nice enough. It's white. It's kind of like a medium material where it's not super fancy. It's not silk, but it's not like super scratchy.
It's still the fanciest thing Kaiden has ever owned.
Yes, and it conveniently, when it's wet, gets a little plastery. That was Paige's doing. I mean, this was actually planned last time, so.
I'm so blessed.
Hi, it should be.
Right. Well, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I have
Again,
one for
I didn't-
Eris, too.
Get you anything. I'm sorry.
You don't have to. It's all right. I have enough.
Well, I owe you one.
Hey, it's not really, yet again, how gift giving works. It's not obligatory. You don't have to get me anything.
If you say so.
Aye.
I'm should probably go change or something.
I'll see you down. I have to go give Eris her gift too.
Yeah.
I
Go do that.
yeah. It's awkward back and forth. She just kind of backs towards the door.
Kaiden is just awkwardly walking to his room. Well, Kaiden opens the door. I was just on my way out. Eris.
Oh, I figure we should probably get everybody so that we're not late.
But I have a gift
Patrick's
for
waiting
you.
for us downstairs.
I know. I
Theo-
saw. He said that you guys were up here, so I decided to come get you.
I'm gonna change. Bye.
But I
What?
just make sure we're not late.
It's just a shirt. Which one is it? Your name. What do you want? Which one?
While we're there, it's probably best you call me by Julianne.
All right. In private, do you have a preference?
Eris. Eris is my name.
All right. See you downstairs, Eris. And I'm gonna go and change into a different and slightly nicer shirt.
Let's hope it rains.
Eris looks completely different when she walked in the door, by the way.
Oh yeah, kind of noticed. Kind of. Like, okay, this is weird. This is weird. Bye.
So Kelly, what you may not have heard because you had your headphones off was we've got some Fiona Daddy action to come for everyone, but also Pumpkin donated to give 15 advantages to each of you.
Shit.
Yeah, you got the flashcards? Because we gonna need them.
I don't. They're not here. They're not at home. Hold on.
Oh,
I can make new
no.
ones. I've got my TTRPG kit. I like big books and I cannot lie bag. What?
Thank you very much to Desert Black, who's just donated to give me another 4 advantages. Thank you.
That I'm less excited about, but thank you for the donation.
Oh, I have 3 stacks. This is nuts.
No one has as many as Paige, though. Like, my god.
Look at my
Yeah.
hoard.
Hoarder. The advantage dragon.
I am. Thank you. I like it. When Eris comes in, I'm gonna curiosity-wise, look her up and down and be like, "You're looking quite fancy."
Hard to read, but it will just suffice. Yeah, so Eris is in this blue velvet dress that Alienor had been wearing, and her hair's down, and normally you just see her in her kind of black cloak, essentially, with her hood up, but she doesn't have it anymore. She's got on this blue velvet dress. It looks tailor-made to fit her. There's a goose in the background. Tramp, stop.
That's going by the window, someone preparing their Christmas meal.
So her hair is actually loose. And now that she's wearing the dress, you realize that there's like embroidery around the like bell sleeves and around the bottom that matches her hair. So it definitely looks like this is very finely custom made for her. Tramp.
You look a lot better in that than I do.
Well, I mean, it was made for me. It wasn't made to fit you. So.
Hi.
Titan's
I'm gonna
changing in the
stand
corner.
Oh, we're all still in the same room. Okay, that was.
Titan gave up trying to leave and just said, "Fuck it."
Now Eris is never gonna get her present because someone's distracted.
I'll put Paige back in the corner. It's cool.
You said something about gifts?
Hi. I have one for you. And she pulls out what everyone else has already seen. It's clearly a pillowcase cut up to be wrapped around different items. She kind of wraps it into this small, bundled in pillowcase, a box.
Are we opening them all now?
I opened mine. Titan, shirtless, has his shirt.
Which I recognize. And nod.
I got mine, so have that.
Okay. And she'll open her gift, and as she's tearing it apart, she looks around and she's just like, I got everybody cookies. So the tins of that's all I got. Anyway. And she opens it.
And it's a brooch for your cloak. It's not super fancy. It's not jeweled or anything, but it's metal and it's affixed with a pin. And it's just some metal work. It's mid-grade. You got it so you could be fancy with your cloak.
Oh, this is thank you. So I'm not used to getting presents. I don't know what you're supposed to do afterwards.
Hi, none of you are used to getting presents, honestly. We've all questioned it.
The door opens a crack, and Paddy's head sort of doesn't come round, but you can see it sort of in the gap. Are you all decent in there?
Yeah.
As decent as we usually are.
All right, cool. I guess you're all doing the gift giving stuff up here, right? So I'll he kind of just comes in, makes his way around you all awkwardly, leans under his bed and pulls out a large tin, which he just sort of I didn't have anything, so I just popped by my ma's and well, so I guess it's kind of for my ma really, but I thought we could all enjoy it. And he opens up the tin, and inside is a brown cake with sultanas in.
Panettone. Is it panettone?
No,
Panettone?
it's actually a British bread pudding. Any of you heard of it?
I like bread pudding.
Sorry, my mind went immediately to the Filipino option. Sorry.
Eris hands him a tin of cookies.
Well, I mean, we can have it now or we can have it later. We've got a party to get to, right?
Yeah,
Reset up.
how about we bring it to the party?
Yes, we could. If that, I mean, it's yours now. The lot of you can do what you want with it, really.
We can eat it on the way there.
I mean, Eris, is it custom to bring stuff to these sort of parties?
I mean, this is just essentially, I'm just like the act at the bar. It's not anything too fancy, I don't think, today. So, I don't see why not.
Well, you and Patty know more about this than really any of us. Except for Alienor. Alienor has strangely fallen directly into these customs and is perfectly fine with it.
I don't know. I was just kind of wondering if the cake would go well with some greasy whiskey, because we could get some greasy whiskey for the road, and then we could also eat the cake on the road.
It's a solstice party. It's essentially a party designed to be happy in the middle of the most miserable season. So you just get drunk until you fall over, eat a load of food, and be merry.
That was a pretty good summary, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know there's the things coming, but I've got a feeling there's dark days ahead for these people. Letting them have one night.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
But still, my question stands: will it go well with greasy whiskey? Because it's honestly all we really have.
I mean, Eleanor, I'm pretty sure anything goes well with whiskey at this point.
I mean, that's especially on this day. Everything goes.
All right. Well, then I think we're gonna have some road cake.
That's a
Road
different thing,
cake
but
it
okay.
Can we all get out of my room now?
Can we all just leave this one room that we packed into?
We've been standing
I
in my
imagine
room
it's like there's like multiple of us that go for the door at once, and then there's this like, go ahead.
Just get out, God.
We're such a mess.
Titan stops by his room real quick to drop off his other shirt and the skate.
We were all so much smoother when we didn't know anything about each other.
Yes.
Now
It
we
was
know
so
each
much
other.
easier.
It's terrible. We're a mess.
We warm to each other badly.
Like eggs in a microwave oven.
Ooh.
I mean,
Not wrong.
Accurate, but still. Ooh. It's such the opposite of the cast. Anyway, sorry.
Start heading towards the party.
can I do one thing before we leave the bar?
Sure.
Like send everybody ahead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Patty says, look, well, which bar is it you're going to, Julianne? Eris, sorry.
She would remember. I do not.
Neither do I.
We did not give it a name. Wait, no, did we give it a
There
name?
was a
It
name.
was like
There
a
was a name.
donkey something.
It was like awkwardly like
It was
not
really-
appropriate.
Yeah, it was vulgar, and he said that it was like it brought in the masses.
Something ass. I think it was something ass.
Yeah, it was like donkey or ass.
Chat. Do you
Anyone
remember?
remember? Does anyone remember, chat?
Anyone remember the ass?
Don't ask that.
Except for Eleanor.
God.
The bar
No,
with the
no.
uncomfortable name. That's the one
Yeah.
that Eris
I
says.
guess, what is a raunchy name? I don't know.
Remember?
I don't know.
I have no
It was like the slippery donkey or
Yeah, I swear it was donkey.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Slippery donkey. Yeah, that sounds fun.
Oh, the spitting
Spitting donkey, pissing donkey.
I mean,
might
we're in
have
a
Spitting
town
been
which is
donkey.
mechanical, so it could have been something like spitting something. That rings a bell.
Yeah, I think spitting donkey. or
Spitting
whatever it was
does
correct.
sound
I think
right.
Thurs have got it.
Yeah, the spitting
I-
something. Spitting donkey,
I-
possibly.
All of
Spitting
this.
donkey sounds good. No.
Maybe the spitting ass. I can't remember.
Oh.
Nerdly's gonna check YouTube. Nerdly's gonna check YouTube. So
Thank you.
look, there's a few bars on the way to there. If y'all fancy it, we can have a couple of drinks on the way.
We're gonna bar hop?
It's the winter solstice. Are you not gonna bar hop? Is the question.
I,
Alienor, surely you've
mean-
got my back on this one.
I've never been in a place where they had more than one inn or tavern, to be honest.
Oh my goodness.
I haven't
Look,
done this since
Okay,
boot camp.
down in Talkir, do you all play golf? Oh, fantastic. This is like Christmas come early. All right, so golf, right? It's a game where you have to get the ball in the hole in as few strokes as possible, right? You've got a stick, you hit a ball, with a stick, and you've got to hit the ball as few times as you can into the hole, right? I'm going to teach you the drinking version of that, called pub golf, right?
Oh god.
Each bar we go into, you pick a drink, and we all drink the drink, but you have to see how many seeings you have to do at the drink. Alright? And the person with the least amount of seeings wins. And we tally them all up at the end, and whoever's got the lowest score, they win.
I'll be
We're never gonna make
scorekeeper.
it to this bar. We are never
don't-
gonna make it.
I don't really drink. I'll be scorekeeper if you want.
Actually, I'd noticed that Eris doesn't drink often, but I didn't realize you were the same way, Kaiden.
Old habits die hard.
Alright, well, you know, the offer's there if you want to join in, but it could be fun for us free, eh?
I will gladly keep score with Kaiden while you guys do this.
I feel like Alienor is gonna drink me under the table.
I
feel like Alienor's
probably
gonna
will.
drink everyone.
Bring it on.
I don't know if that was Alien or Paige. The one thing they have in common.
Right. So, for each drink, then, Eris and Kaiden, since you're keeping score, you can be a little bit more of the fun by setting the par for the course. So, you can decide how many sips you reckon it would take the average person to take the drink.
All right.
Sure.
I'll show you how it's done. We'll start right here at this bar. Right.
Oh.
I'll pick the first drink. I say one of them nut whiskies. Double, of course.
The oily ones.
Only the greasiest.
So, Eris, Kaiden, how many scenes do you reckon we'll have to see it?
So is it like how many chugs, essentially?
Yeah, so it's like if you can do it in one, that would count as doing it in one. I used to play this game in real life. I once saw someone down a pint of beer in 2 chugs.
Oh.
I'd say these greasy whiskeys is a hard one. So I'd say it's like a 5-er.
I should. I was gonna say 2, but that's might be a bit pushing it.
At least he's confident in you and Alienor.
1. It's a double, right? Whiskey
It's
double.
a double with not oil on it, yeah.
Okay.
and
So let's do it in 3.
God, this is gonna be a thing.
Okay. This is how Paige uses her stack of advantages.
This is how both of us use our stack of advantages.
Let's see.
Oh my
What's
God.
our best thing for this? It might just be raw conviction, you know?
And this is why Kaiden doesn't drink. Kaiden has super low conviction.
Oh God, if it's just conviction, oh God.
I think it might be.
And I think it might be
God.
conviction. I
Okay.
feel like an argument could be made for combativeness, though.
Are feats not a thing? Could this not be a feat?
This is definitely not feats.
I was gonna say feats as well. I was like, hey, come on.
It's pretty.
Um,
I don't know.
No, I think this is
Yeah, I think this is going to be
Conviction.
raw combativeness.
Oh,
So,
competitiveness, it's even worse.
What if I said this
sorry,
was the
sorry,
Morthan
no, sorry.
conviction.
Conviction. Conviction.
Yeah, it's a Demorthan mystery
Tradition. Yeah,
on
it's
having to drink.
Yeah.
I am
wonder
not
The
where it's
mystery,
giving
how
you
she puts it away.
that ridiculous advantage because we all know how much you would win. So, raw conviction. Here's how we're
Oh,
going to
God.
roll it. So we'll say what the average of a D10 is 5.5. So if you roll a 6, you've done it in par. If you get 2 higher than a 6, you've done it in 1 under par. Every 2 points above 6 is another point under the par. And if there's more points, then that's how we're going to go. So, who's drinking first? Patty's going to drink first.
Have that, Patty.
How does one hold this stuff? Actually, I'm just going to roll on Kelly's spare character just to see how it's calculated.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
D10 plus conviction.
So I know exactly. Cool. He's not the best, you know. He's got some conviction. So okay. Paddy 6, 8, 10. So Paddy does it in 2. Scorekeepers, are you good with that?
Sure.
Oh wait, we actually have to write this down.
Oh hell yeah! This is
Oh god.
Oh, hell
I got
yeah.
it. I got it. I've got
Okay.
a pen.
playing
I've got it.
now.
This
This is
finished
a real
finals.
game.
Don't make me do more math.
I feel like I should be grabbing
No.
a beer. Like,
Yeah.
why don't I have a beer right now?
Yeah, I really feel like we should actually be drinking.
This
I
might
don't
just
even
be
drink
bad.
that often, and I would do.
This is how they.
Okay,
rewatch
Patty does it in
going.
2.
All right. I'm using
Minus 1.
advantage.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh God.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh,
Woo.
Alienor, you do not do as well as you thought you might have done.
My spicy tin.
Oh, you used an advantage. I beg your
Yeah.
pardon. Yes. Did anyone else use an advantage for
Damn.
this?
I'm the only other one rolling, but I'll use one too. Okay. Oh God.
I was about to say. I was like, dang.
Huh? Oh, okay, good. That's good.
So Alienor does it in 2 and Riss does it in 3. Is that how this is going?
I think so. Well, 8 is 2 above 6, so. Oh heck, no! Alienor, and sorry, I got my own system wrong. Alienor and Paddy both do it in 1. Reese does it in 2.
In 2. Okay.
That's my girl.
Let's get this serious in here. Next
It's the
bar.
oil. It's the oil.
At the next bar, Alienor chooses the drinks.
Oh. She looks for the whiskey that is unlabeled.
Oh,
It's
you
like
see,
home.
you see a bottle at the back of the bar that's kind of clear looking, but there's a slight tint of color to it. It could be yellow, it could be green. You're not sure.
That's it.
Why?
Tastes like home.
Why? Why are you doing this?
I don't know. It's really just kind of what I know. It's probably gonna be pretty good. I don't.
Eris, do you think we're ever gonna make it to the party?
We have to. Like, if we're taking too long, Eris will leave them behind. She
Well, don't
has
leave me with them.
she has a reputation to maintain.
So, the bartender looks at you when you say that one, and sort of does the thing that the bartender does, you know, gets out 2 tiny shot glasses and pours out 2 tiny shots.
3.
3.
3 tiny
Okay.
shots.
Okay, I think the bartender's drunk.
Could just be scratch. Scatterbrain.
What's par for the course here, y'all?
Fuck it,
Only-
one.
There's shots. It's one.
I'm saying one.
This.
Well, dealer goes first.
Advantage.
Can you make me a combativeness?
Fuck.
Oh God.
Whew.
You feel a little tipsy. All rolls
Wow.
now take one more difficulty.
Oh, okay.
So you need to get 3 above now to get each thing. Reese, your turn.
Oh God. Yeah, I am definitely using another advantage. Oh my God. I'm not making it to this party.
Ooh.
I am not making it to this party.
Reese, can you also make me a combativeness?
I'm not making it to the party. Yeah.
Reese, you now have disadvantage on the next drinks. You can cancel that out with advantage.
Yeah.
Bring it on, Patty.
That is the worst tasting thing I think I've ever had in my entire life.
It's not that bad. What y'all talking about?
Everything
As-
feels like it's on fire.
Paddy rolled an 8 for the shot, so did it in 1 just about. But rolled a 12 on their combativeness. Feeling pretty good. Right, we've got one more bar before the next place. Reese, that's a drink on you. What are we having?
Oh, God, water.
Yeah, that's cheating.
I don't think that's how you play the game.
Reese, are you alright? You're looking a little
Yeah.
funky.
Hmm. Do they have just gin?
Oh my goodness. Yes, they have gin.
It tastes like pine trees, and it's the holiday season.
It's festive.
I was gonna say it tastes like Reese's home.
As it happens, the next place you enter, let's say it's a gin specialist. So they go, yeah, right. I got gin. I got your pink gin. We got cucumber gin. We've got some slow gin there. That's made with slows. That's real nice, actually. You can just drink that one neat. The others I have with a mixer. We've got some nice tonics from all across the peninsula, actually.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's
I'm-
impressive what you have. I have no idea what any of this is.
Right.
Take the best and give us 3.
What, with mixer or?
Sure.
Ah. I know exactly what you want. We'll make it right here. Called the Rise Sapphire. And he starts mixing up a gin cocktail. Makes a big jug and pours out 3 drinks. It's kind of pinky clear with little black flecks floating in it.
Reese, I don't think they're cleaning their glasses here. Do you see the thing?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm seeing like 6 glasses. I thought I only asked him to pour 3.
I don't know. And then they're saying something about a slow gin. Is that made from a slow animal? I really don't understand.
I don't know either. I'm just
Alright.
gonna drink it and hope for the best.
You first.
What's
Otherwise,
par for this one?
What is
an
par for
event.
this?
That's a
It's
big
a-
drink.
It's a
With
tall drink.
mixer.
4? What do you say, Aris?
Okay, that seems fine.
I really don't think it matters at this point.
I'm using an advantage. It's not gonna matter much, but you know,
Oh, using an advantage, that means you're not rolling a disadvantage. Hey!
that's not bad. That's not bad.
So that's 2 above. So you've got... There's half a glass left.
What, I have to roll again? Oh Jesus! Just use another advantage.
Look,
Oh God!
y'all got 15 advantages, okay? I used to be a barman. I know drinking do this.
Advantages away.
You say that. Oh God! Nope.
You manage one last drink. There's still a quarter in the bottom. Paddy's looking at you disappointed.
All right. Bring it on. Advantage.
I'm
So
gonna finish this drink too.
Oh, advantage. Thank God.
One more for me. Oh,
Oh,
6.
sorry. I totally missed
Nope.
yours.
That's
You're
okay.
fine.
Reese drinks it in like 10, maybe 12. Alienor also starts strong. You've got halfway through the drink in your first sip. Give us another roll for the rest of it.
Advantage again? Does that work?
Yeah, you can use as many advantages as you like.
This is her pride, all right? She clearly needs the advantages.
Yep. Alienor drinks it in 2, rolling consistently high.
How the hell did you do that?
I hate
It's
to
a
say
Morphin mystery.
it. We don't know where it goes.
So, Paddy has a slow start. It gets even worse in the middle. He's had 2 sittings and he's not even halfway down the drink.
You were looking at me disappointed? Come on, Captain.
He gets through it in 1 less drink than Reese. Everyone make me combativeness.
Oh, God.
This is going to be for your condition when you arrive at the party.
Alienor is the clear winner.
Yeah.
Is this at disadvantage as well?
I did.
No, I won't be that cruel.
Okay, because I want to use an advantage on this as
Same.
well.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be that person. I'm going to be
Will
that
you be
person.
That person?
I
You both are.
needed-
So you've both finished
My
the game,
God.
but you're both also pretty drunk.
My advantage failed me.
This is.
Eris, I'm not babysitting them.
Paddy also is looking a
I
little
don't-
wobbly kneed.
I literally will not be with you all.
All right.
Well, I'm not gonna stay with them.
All right,
then
don't
I'm
worry.
leaving them to the wolves.
This is the last one. This is the last one. Let's go to the spitting knickers or whatever they're called now, and let's get to the place. Do it.
All right. Kaiden?
Yes.
You don't have to babysit. There's no babies around.
Eleanor. Right.
Just... We're in a bar.
Come on, Eris, let's go.
Eris does the sorority girls walking across the street, the like, okay, like being as big as possible to try and get everyone in the direction she wants them to go.
And Paddy's
Counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Kaiden is following
Yeah, but
Eris.
Following the captain.
And the captain
Eris?
immediately turns left down an alleyway.
I don't think that's the right way.
Following the captain.
I don't think that's the right way.
It is
It's a
not the right way.
captain.
Eris would know the right way, I
Yes.
think.
Yes.
So she would grab Patty by the back, by the collar,
Oh,
pull him back. Mom heard him the other way. Just gonna turn him and point him in
Kaiden's
the
following
right
Eris's lead, grabs Reese. Nope. This way. This way.
point in the right direction.
Okay. Still
This
following
way.
the captain.
Eris, if anyone asks, can I please just be your bodyguard or something? Can I just not be associated with them?
and
Eris, please.
as you
Please.
all are arriving at the
Whatever
last,
makes you happy.
as you all are arriving at the last bar, I please have a whisper with chat. Outside the city, art full of presents, A man stands, large cloak, getting ready with everyone, making plans. You know, clearly he works one of the local companies. However, behind him, cloaked gentleman who approaches them. They turn around, their eyes full of fear. The person's intentions become clear. Sword in one hand, a dart in the other. The sword lashes out at a wee person playing an axe, while the dart strikes the man, a cow, seeking cover. Team Christmas not be so merry. As the presents and driver and down the bridge. For the goes. The Fiondas leans down. It's a slim little body. Sort of could be an elf itself. From its body, they snatch up the keys. Look towards the city. There are guards on the wall, but at this distance, sees.
Ellie is updating the Macdown counter.
I can
It's very
see.
important. How do we get the Macdown counter to increment? It's not doing
It
it.
looks like it only
never
happens
get
when I
it.
do it. It looks like it only happens when I do it. I don't know why.
Well, we're at 2.
We are at.
Sorry, I was struggling and I don't have both of my computer screens, so I didn't hear the
That's a
like.
fear fall too.
No, that was just pure stress.
Yeah, it's
Stress
just.
fall.
Aw, we got you a stressful for Christmas. I heard they're really good for relieving stress.
Okay,
You
now
arrive
what?
at the bar.
Eris is gonna straighten herself up and go in.
Just one moment before you go in.
What?
In there, what do I call? Do I call you Julia?
Yes, please.
Okay. I just wanted to know.
Thank you. I appreciate you rolling with it.
Why are they always
Can't promise
whispering?
the drunk ones are gonna adhere
We'll
to
just pretend it's some kind of game or that we don't know them.
that. Pretend I don't know them. I can do that.
As you enter,
I think we're
this,
supposed to call them Julianne.
as you
Yeah.
enter this establishment, you will immediately see that it is a much grander affair than the bars that you've been in before tonight. There is a man standing by the entrance at a lectern wearing a full butler's suit with bow tie. See, there is light music playing in the background and it does not sound like a Christmas round.
I forgot I wasn't muted.
There's the pianist playing the piano on the stage and an empty microphone.
Damn, it's
Ah.
nice in here.
You must be Brianne.
And she basically takes her scarf off and is like, yes, that's me. And these are. I
Excellent.
apologize for my friends. They've been getting into the cheer a lot lately, but if you could give them a table at the back, it would be much appreciated.
Milady, everyone has cheer at this time of year. Totally understood.
Thank you.
Shame about their dress, but 'tis the season of acceptance for all. And as you look
Thank you
around,
for
you
your
can see that
understanding.
everyone else is in silks.
They said we were dirty.
We've been traveling, and they've been helping me travel here from outside of town. So
I see.
hence the
I
traveler's clothes.
realize you were so close to people. There. Well, come this way. There's an area out back where we can let you freshen up before your...
Julianne, do you need anything before your performance? Do you need anything from us? Looks at the drunk group. Me.
I promise you, my good serving man, whilst Julianne is in this establishment, is safe can be. We have missed her.
It's pronounced Julianne.
Julianne, do you need any help back there from your dirty people? Like trying to imitate his like his snotty voice. Julianne.
If you could just get them, it would be appreciated.
I will take them.
Thank
my
you.
lady.
I really don't smell that bad. Thank you very much.
Goodbye, Julianne.
Julianne.
Old school friends can be such interesting travel companions.
Oh, old traveling friends. Well, I must congratulate you on your rise.
Thank you. Yes, it's been slow and steady.
As I say, just out the back there, you'll find a girl with makeup who can freshen up your face. As for the three of you, come with me. This is a table service establishment. There is also a buffet if you would like some light finger. So order hot food. Just ask one of the serving people.
Eris does pass Kaiden a coin purse.
Julianne.
This should cover their. You all have been helping me so much. This should cover anything you might need tonight.
Thank you, lady.
Milady.
You want to make sure they don't embarrass themselves by not being able to pay when they have to leave.
I have money, thank you very much.
You're also very
weighty
drunk.
Is this coin purse?
I have
Eris,
money.
how weighty is this coin purse?
It's not like damn, but it's like you're not worried about. Don't buy all 7 courses.
You've just been carrying this around with you. You don't know how much money that is. You've just been carrying that?
Yes, I'm very aware. We haven't exactly needed it. And she's just gonna walk away.
Kaiden has never seen this much money in his life. Hey, alright.
Sorry, if this is a place, it's a table service. Can I get myself a? Can I get one of them? You do nut whiskey?
Oh man.
This is the oily stuff again?
The greasy whiskey.
Why
No.
does it always have to be oily?
No, sir. I'm afraid that we do not do the oil whiskies that are popular in these parts. But we do have a 25-year Amber Gawain.
It's older than me.
Older than all of us. Alright. Well, good, sir. Show us to the table.
Respectful to drink it, to be honest. Respect your elders.
It's true.
Yes, that's right. I chose the person in chat who had the name that sounded most like a whiskey. if you would prefer some more common shots, we also have what is it the kids are drinking? Dozer Blacks.
What does that one taste like?
Kind of like licorice. We have it chilled to -5.
What? You
I-
take 5% out?
Dad, can we just get around the waters? I need to
Ah.
make sure they're not falling over when we have to escort Julianne back.
Eleanor, are we too dumb to be here?
I think we're too stinky.
We're too stinky and dirty and dumb.
Is this what it feels like? To have people not
Thanks.
like you?
Yeah.
I don't like this. Should we... And
It's
commence...
actually as
sad
much as
drunk.
this person is a little unknowingly insulting. There's that feel of like, you know, when you're just in a room and everyone's there to just have a good time with each other. No one takes a second glance at you all. You see smiles whenever you meet eyes with anyone. As you walk past one woman in a definite party frock, shall we say, she puts a glass of champagne in your hand, Reese.
Oh, you dropped this.
Yes.
Oh, well. Cheers.
And it's a very, very good champagne.
Ooh, we should get more of this.
No,
Drink it.
maybe
Eleanor,
not.
drink it. Eleanor, trust me. Trust me. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Is there something living in it? There's a lot of bubbles. You sure there's not a frog?
I don't know, but it tastes good.
Okay.
And she like pinkies up, like she doesn't know where she learned this, but she's trying. Take
That
a
is
sip.
so. You're natural at this.
Do I look that?
Yeah.
She kind of like leans back, attempting to be fancy.
It's like, all right,
Fancy.
we need a bottle of this.
We do.
I don't like, and she is whispering.
Is that
She's
one bottle of the 50-year Sphinx and Nerdly?
50 years. 50 years to make a bottle?
Kaiden, give the man the purse.
I'm not giving him. How much is that going to cost?
Oh, the champagne's on the house.
Right then. Get this lot of bottle.
We can do some more refined drink if you like.
I'm
Or-
fine.
Gets better than this?
Oh. I mean, the 25-year Ambergawayan is the youngest Ambergawayan on it.
Gets older
Older.
and nicer. Usually things get worse the older they get.
How old is old?
Well, we've got a 30-year aged in cherry oak casks. Comes across quite sweet. We have a 40-year aged in oak, which is a little more peaty. And it's not technically a single malt, but it's very nice. We have a 100-year Ambergawayan, aged in champagne casks. Aged, in fact, in the Sphinx and Nerdly casks, after they've been used.
Look, Eleanor, I'm gonna level with you. I have no idea what this guy just said, but I think we're gonna have to try everything.
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 Give
course.
the man what he needs.
Where's Patty? We
I-
need to have Patty try all of this with us.
Of course, the whiskies are not complimentary. Just know that word.
How much?
Which one?
All.
Oh,
Oh, The 100-year would be 10 gold dowels a shot. The 40-year would be 5 gold dowels. The 30-year, we're starting to get to the cheap stuff there. That's 2 gold dowels a shot. Or the 25-year we'll give away for 4 silver dowels.
Right, well, we don't have enough money for all of that.
I mean, I got some money.
All right, well, if you want to buy fancy whiskey shots and do that, I'm not spending Eris's money on that. Julian's money on that.
Julian.
Lady.
The woman in the party frock or table, she attaches herself to Reese's arm. Do you mind? She, when you don't say no, she holds on. So I heard that you all are having a little bit of a drinking contest over here. Is it trying every single whiskey in the place? I'll definitely sponsor that. I've got more money than I know what to do with.
Yeah, we were just gonna try
Honestly,
them
I'm
all.
so relieved to see y'all come in here, to be honest. Like, so many of these posh folk. I mean, guess technically I'm posh folk too. So many of them come in here and they're so high and mighty with monocle. They just don't know how to have any fun. Hang on. There's my father. Hello, father. How are you doing?
Hello, father.
You see what I mean?
Father, yes, I see what you mean.
You sounded so fancy, I almost didn't recognize you.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a habit of growing up.
Father.
Bentley,
Well, if
yes.
you
One of everything.
Whiskeys.
One of everything.
All round.
Do we just want tasters or do we want one each?
I am not drinking.
Kaiden's taking care of us.
Oh. Let's go, your arm. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Are you okay?
He's taking care of us because Julian thinks we can't be alone.
Julianne's gonna be here.
Yes.
Julian.
Julian is
Oh.
performing. We are her. I'm her.
So don't get me
well,
wrong,
we,
alright?
we are her.
My dad's totally boring, right? And nothing he ever says is interesting. But he always talked about Julianne's performances like they were really something special, like a real treat.
Well, we've been traveling with her quite a lot actually. She just came back from vocal rest, from what I heard. So I've been her bodyguard for the past month or so. Haven't actually got to see her perform.
I've been
Very
her
excited.
bodyguard, okay? I've been her bodyguard.
Of
but
course, and she reattaches herself to your armory.
I've been there too.
Just saying.
I've been there, but I'm not a bodyguard.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Sylvia?
Sylvia?
I'm named after
Sylvia.
one of the metals that they bring up from the mines. Apparently, something about... you don't want to know, really, but, something about the way my parents did something to do with me was to do with a silver mine or something like that.
Huh. Fancy that.
Like, they just
Alien.
they just bought one or something like that, I don't know.
Alien's gonna turn towards Kaiden and try to whisper it, but probably not successfully. Be like, did her parents get it on in a silver mine? Do you think you get some?
Eleanor,
Eleanor,
I'm not going to Eleanor, I'm not answering that question.
There could be pigs anywhere. What if you land on one?
It's not my problem, Eleanor. Just enjoy your whiskey.
And Bentley, the butler, comes back with a tray full of fine whiskey. Each one is on a silk doily, which he places on the table and then puts the glass on top of. He puts a small cup of water with pipettes in it in the center of the table, and puts a tune aside.
What have we done?
I don't know, but don't keep the doilies. We should keep them because maybe if we make one fancy shirt for all of us, we need to go to fancy places.
Yes! That is a Good idea.
And I'll start like pulling. Whenever someone takes a shot, I'm gonna take the doily up from underneath it.
So Sylvia leans forward and goes, "This one's the 100-year. You can tell from the color. Look at it. Just takes the tiniest of sips. You next." Passes it.
Oh, I take a tiny sip, like she did, mimicking her actions of. I even throw the pinky out like Eleanor because I think that's fancy. Just yes, it's good. It's probably best we. No offense,
This
Eleanor. I trust you. This
tastes
has to
like
go to Patty first.
this tastes like cognac. Tastes like a very nice VSOP. Smooth, so smooth, light. The edge taken off the whiskey bite, and it just follows through with a hard whiskey.
Ooh, that's damn good. You can have the rest of the shot when Patty's done. I promise, okay? I promise. I promise. Would I lie to you? I don't lie to you.
Patty passes it on. And as you all enjoy,
How much is left?
there's plenty left.
That's all yours. That's all yours, Eleanor. You get to empty them.
This is the thing as well. When they say single shots as well, this is an expensive establishment. They're not measuring their shots. These things are coming out in tumblers.
Okay.
Oh, it's like that bar at Gen Con.
Yeah.
Oh no!
So
Oh no!
Oh God, what are we doing?
That's
I'm
like a
so-
triple shot in a glass. No, no.
Eleanor is going to take her sip, not finish it, and then start hoarding the whiskey, like a little whiskey dragon.
Just pour it all into one glass.
No, you can't do that. Sylvia says, "No, don't do that."
We're making one unique type of whiskey.
I'm not a violent person, but could be.
Oh. I like hide behind the boys, like, don't forget they're my bodyguards. And I finish the whiskey so I don't mix it with anything.
Care if they're your bodyguards, mister, he says, looking at Reese. I just spent out 15 gold dows on a round of drinks. You're not going to go mixing them all into one like some common rabble.
Are
And
we
as
still dirty?
we pan away from that, we are actually going to take a quick... Let's get Eris back into the Eris notes.
Oh,
So we are panning away from the group at the table, Eris, but before we go to your scene, I'd like to put our break in so that we go uninterrupted, if that's cool with you. Perfect. So then everyone, do as we do. Stand up, stretch your legs, take a bio, grab a drink, do all of the things that you should have been taught to do by someone. And we will see you in a hot second, about 5 minutes. See you. And as we step away from Bathhouse Kaiden, we go backstage, where Eris is having her face set, I guess.
Powdering her nose.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Well, there is a makeup person there. Helping.
I feel like
Go on.
I feel like for Eris, this is kind of old hat, right? Like standard operating procedure for this kind of thing.
And she's sort of like making light comments. Interesting. Oh, the stage lights come up. Particularly. We like a little bit more blue in our foundation. That sort.
Mm-hmm.
But particularly. Is Eris perhaps respecting right now?
I think she's nervous because she hasn't done this in a while. Like she's super like this is something Eris is very good at the like telling the truth but lying about it kind of thing, where you are honest to a point and but the details are different. So like it's accurate that she was away for a while and hadn't been doing this for a little while and had been at home kind of practicing and continuing training and things like that, and then instead of coming back here to Rise like she normally would for the season or whatever, she got in a big fight with Dad and took off with a bunch of weirdos into the woods. So like she has been kind of off the circuit for a while, and so she's I think she's a little bit nervous that she's not going to perform as she usually would. She's been on the road for months, hasn't been practicing, hasn't been Julianne in a long time.
Okay.
I think there's also other nerves about like now people are going to know that she's back in town and this was what she wanted to avoid so she could stay under the radar. Eventually she has to explain to people, but she's also kind of going into Zen mode where it's like, okay, you go on stage and you watch the crowd and you look at people and how they react to you and how they react to each other, and you try and overhear conversations while you're doing this, and you're trying to ingratiate yourself with your hosts, and there's a dance to it of learning secrets and getting yourself invited into places that you normally wouldn't be invited to unless you were a noble.
Just as you're thinking, there is a knock at the door.
Oh, come in.
And it is the exact noble in this. I can't remember if we named him.
I think we said that he was familiar to her, but I don't know that we named him.
Julianne, I have to say it's amazing that you've actually come along. I haven't seen you for such a long time.
Yes, that extended break, I will say I'm a bit nervous being back on the stage for the first time in a while, but I've missed it so much, and I'm grateful for the invitation.
Well, I'm very grateful for the performance. Your performances have been well talked of since you left.
It's nice to know that people have that good of a memory.
Well, quite a highlight for a little while.
I do think my star was rising somewhat.
Indeed, and may it continue to do so. And he holds up a glass of champagne. I have plenty of champagne if you'd like one.
Oh, I try not to before performing, just in case it messes with the voice.
Ah, yeah. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if there's anything that you need, just...
Yes, again, I'm grateful for the invitation, and I hope we can continue this relationship that we're building here.
Yes, I very much hope. Dicky Bird told me that some strangers just off the road. The assembly tomorrow.
Is that right?
Oh,
About what?
I must admit I was fishing there. I thought perhaps it might have been you return. I lack an
Oh. No, I did meet up with some a traveling group here that has kind of accompanied me on the way back into town. It might be them for some reasons, but we're not super familiar.
Oh, I see.
They've just
yes.
been kind of bodyguarding me back into town.
I must admit I've been watching the road myself. I run one of the toy stores now, and we've got a special event.
Oh yes.
Yes, they're running pretty close to time, but I'm hoping that they will arrive on time. Essentially, I've got them to come and dress up as Father Winter, is the character we're going to call him, perhaps for a new slogan for our company. I've got a winter coach full of presents, and they're going to be handing them out. All the little girls and boys on the streets.
Oh, that's wonderful. Is that happening today?
Tonight, hopefully.
Tonight?
During the night. After dark, of course. We even, and this is where we start to make money ourselves out of the event, although of course we appreciate giving and receiving at this time of year, as everyone does. Some families have been generous enough to purchase the opportunity for us to have a spare key to their abode, so that we can enter their household and put presents under their tables.
That's so very trusting.
Yes, indeed. But who would do ill will on the solstice?
At this time of year, it would be a travesty for someone to go that far.
It would indeed. Anyway, the stage is ready. Honestly, the pianist is just filling time. Whenever you're ready to step out, you can. He's very good. He'll accompany you with whatever you like. His name's Jimmy. We found him in one of the local bars. He was just playing for coin, but the boy is a virtuoso, I told you.
Those small, undiscovered people are often the best.
Well, I'd like to say that I pride myself on spotting potential no matter where it rears its face and giving it a good opportunity.
Well, if I toot my own horn, I'd say you've done a pretty good job so far.
I don't know. It's quite different for you. You're already quite famous. I'm just, if anything, the opposite way around. You're helping my little establishment become a little more famous. And who knows? Perhaps when there's word of a Julianne performance here, maybe some of the higher nobles might come down to hang out for a drink in one of our private rooms.
That would be quite something. But I think we're going to finish up here, and I'll be out in a moment.
Of course. Right, I will let you be to your ablutions, and I look forward to seeing your performance. I myself am going to go out on the and stand at the bar to listen.
It's a wonderful spot.
Yes. Well, he raises his glass. Good luck. Break a leg or whatever it is they say. Very much looking forward to it. He closes the door slowly behind him. And now that he's not in a street in his winter gear, you can see he's kind of got like a white mustache and kind of pale hair. He looks quite trim, you know. He's just a little older gentleman.
Perhaps named Nick.
More likely John. Or maybe Jack for short.
Well, I think Eris would finish getting ready and get ready to head out.
The makeup girl's like, oh, wait, 1 second. Latest thing helps set things. There we go.
Oh, that's new. And one thing Eris would probably peek around the curtains before going on stage and see if she recognizes anyone out there other than the group.
You do spot the group at the back. There is a young woman, possibly too young to be in this establishment, who has attached herself to Reese's arm. She is in a party frock. Certainly not something you'd wear outside at this time of year. And their table is absolutely covered in whiskey.
Eris is nervous now, more nervous, and has just decided not to like this young woman. She's not quite sure why, but something about her. It seems like she's trying to get too close to the group, trying to maybe find out information. We don't want any new faces here. This is a delicate situation.
Why don't you make me a observation roll?
I'm going to use an advantage because why not?
Okay, on a very difficult roll.
I can see sounds.
Well, you can't necessarily see sounds, but you can for a moment see through time. And you remember back to being maybe, 16, 18 yourself? Here in Rice? And a young, noble girl who perhaps was training in the same sort of field as you.
So she is doing exactly what I think she's doing, exactly what Eris's instincts were.
She wasn't a rival then.
Oh. I think if anything, seeing this it actually almost calms Eris's nerves a little bit. That like steely gaze of like, now she has like a mission, and she like, this is like, she's back to like, she's like, this I got.
Fantastic. Well, Jim has spotted you from the piano, and he's like looking across.
And she'll walk up to him and just kind of essentially give him a heads up on like a set list.
Oh yeah, no worries. I know these ones. I can play all them for you.
Yeah, tried to keep it pretty simple for the holiday cheer kind of thing.
Yeah, standard pace, or do you want them a little quick, a little slow?
The last one, take a little slower than usual.
All right.
And keep it dancey in the middle.
Dancey in the middle. You got it. And he leans into his own microphone at the piano. He hasn't sung all night, but there is a microphone there. Ladies and gentlemen! Hang on, let's get everyone to put their headphones on.
Oh, Paige is going to be the last one.
Oh, yeah.
Paige!
Paging Dr. Page, paging Dr. Page.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, after a long break, returning for the first time to Rise here at this wonderful establishment. It's Julianne. And there is a small applause.
And Eris enters the stage wearing this velvet dress. You can see that her makeup has been done. She's got like, you can see her eyelashes from like the back wall, you know, very stage makeup. And she approaches the microphone. Seems it takes a moment and kind of she seems nervous a little bit, coy almost, maybe is the better word. And she starts to sing. Her voice is pleasant. It's kind of soft and wispy, but her range is higher than you would expect given her speaking voice. She speaks very kind of low, but has a much greater range than you would expect. And she starts to sing a lot of midwinter carols, things that everybody knows. They're very kind of joyous, catchy, and she initially sings from the stage, but given the size of the room and the fact that her voice does carry fairly well without the microphone, she will step away from it at times and kind of wander amongst the front couple rows. Amongst the crowd, never heading to the back where her traveling companions are, but maybe giving nods or kind of private moments with a few of the tables that look like they have the more expensive looking guests, the people in the fanciest clothes, those people that would pay for front row seats kind of thing. And her voice gets stronger over time, more triumphant, and she's traveling through the room, kind of each table, and it seems like her goal in these first few songs is just to kind of get everybody in the mood and to make moments for some of these tables that feel almost private. It's almost like each time she goes up to a new table, she's giving a performance just for the two or three people that are sitting at that table, kind of giving these private moments. But then she heads back up to the stage and turns to the pianist and kind of snaps her fingers a little bit in a beat. And begins to sing a song that's more about, that has a livelier beat, something that is still festive, but is really very about dancing. Jingle Bell Rock, Santa Baby, something to get everybody, and she starts to clap and she raises her hands to get everybody on their feet to gesture that people should feel welcome to dance.
And so far, this has gone very well. Let's have a performance roll from you.
Okay, I'm going to use an advantage. Oh, critical success.
Can I have a private moment with Reese? Hey, Reese. You're muted.
Hi.
How's Reese feeling right now?
At first it was all shots and joking and handing stuff around. I don't think he even realizes that shots are being passed in front of him to him at this point anymore. I think he's just like staring and just watching. Trying not to be creepy about it, but he is also quite inebriated, so there's like no hiding it at this point. And I'm pretty sure the booze is only making it seem that much more magical, essentially.
Well, even if you weren't inebriated, on a 27, this would be an exceptional performance. By far the best Reese has ever heard. In everything. The performance role for me covers not just the singing, but also the way that the makeup, the outfit, everything.
She has a little bit transfixed on like her and the dress and everything beforehand. Now it's like awe, like speechless, essentially. He's just very much entranced, essentially, at this moment.
Really? Would you like to share any more on that, Reese?
I mean, it doesn't really matter who's at the table anymore. who's around him. He's just kind of staring and watching and listening.
You're not alone.
Really, only her.
A lot of people are watching the performance. It's not like you're ogling. Okay, I think that's enough. A little bit?
A little bit, just a little bit.
Okay. Well, I think that's enough insight from you. Let's grab Kaiden. Well, Kaiden, this is quite a thing. On a 27, this would be the best performance. That, officially, by the rule standards, is an exceptional performance. By far the best performance that even Kaiden would have seen, even when he was living in the city.
Huh.
How's Kaiden feeling right now?
Guess I wasn't the only one in that tiny village who had a secret, eh?
Guess not.
She's something.
You need to move your camera right a little bit. You're hiding behind your tower of advantages.
Yes, let me hide. I don't want to be seen. No. Maybe I should have given her a little more credit.
Interesting. Interesting insight from you, Kaiden.
Like
I'm gonna
I
go
said,
Go on.
I'm not the only one. Like I said, interested. I'm not the only one in that tiny village who had a secret, eh?
Wonder who else might have had a secret.
I'm gonna talk to her later about it.
Well, for now, I'm gonna go to Alienor and see what Alienor thinks.
Right?
Alienor, you can see that Reese and Paddy are pretty drunk. But you can also see that with a 27, this is the most exceptional performance you've ever seen. Eris is incredible. In everything. Their stage presence, their singing, everything. Everyone's eyes are fixed on her. What's Alienor thinking right now?
Considering this is like the most she's seen is like the local inn, like one person playing.
Maybe a dulcimer or something, yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty intense. She didn't know people would like come together like this. This is strange. She's like super intensely focused on it, but she's just like, what is this? This is like kind of mind-boggling to her. And also it's leaving Eris or Julian. And she's just like, oh, this is not the person she thought Eris was at all.
How do you feel about that?
A little in awe, a little flabbergasted, a little of uncomfortable and amazed. Hearty dose of both.
Okay. Thank you for that. Get everyone back. Everyone's eyes are focused on you, Eris, with that exceptional performance. Many of these people probably haven't heard anything like this in their lifetimes, and it's definitely plain on your companions' faces at the back of the room, should you happen to glance that way.
I would say she hasn't glanced that way yet, really. She's kind of very purposefully ignoring the back table.
Valid.
She keeps the dancing tone for a couple of songs, and just as people seem to tire of that, she kind of stands proudly kind of in the middle of the stage, and switches to another midwinter carol. So something that's sings of spending time with family, presents under the trees. She kind of has a glass of water up on stage with her, and she like invites everyone essentially to a toast, making pointed on eye contact with a young woman in the back of the room, as she toasts.
The young woman at the back of the room has a pleasant smile on her face. Would you like to make a relation or observation roll?
Yes, please.
I would let you use observation because this was your trade, so you know what you're looking for rather than relation.
I used an advantage, I didn't say before, but either way, 16 or 20.
A very difficult success. Seems genuine. You can genuinely see little creases that people might otherwise smooth from their face, which indicate joy. Perhaps not elated, but certainly enjoying your performance. Although her eyes are searching you as though trying to recall something.
And Eris continues to sing this song. There's a stanza that describes sliding on ice skates across frozen ponds and twirling in wintry air. And at that point, she gives a pointed laugh towards the back of the table, or towards the back table. And then things slow down, and she sings she makes a bit of an announcement. She just says, we've been together for so long this wonderful evening, and one's voice can only last so long. So I have 2 final songs for you, and I'm going to take us into the quiet of the evening, something a little slower. And this last song, as it begins, is very clearly a love song. It tells the story of the sun and the moon, and when they first met, these 2 beings with opposite experiences who immediately recognize something familiar in one another. The first stanza introduces the sun, who is joyous and carefree, bringing light and chasing away darkness for those on the world below. The next introduces the moon, brooding and secretive. The moon loves the darkness because that is where it can shine. But the moon only shines bright when the sun comes near. Eventually, the sun and moon must part, but every so often, the moon goes to the sun, hiding them from the sky for just a moment that is private between the 2 of them. There might be dark whispers in the corners from some couples, heads leaning on shoulders from people who recognize the song as being very popular in Rise, but maybe not so much so back where the squad is from.
And there is some resting of heads. Some people even kick back their chairs and begin dancing. Not very far because there isn't much room, but just dancing together.
Kaiden looks over at Eleanor and considers inviting to dance, but then also realizes Eleanor is very drunk right now.
Yeah, I feel like Eleanor is slowly fading.
I
And
feel
then
like I
maybe
can just see
even falling
Eleanor
asleep.
slowly leaning on Kaiden's shoulder, and Kaiden just all right, cool.
And she's a drooler. She drools a little bit
That's
when
fine.
she sleeps too. It's like the loose jaw. It's not cute. It's not cute. sleep.
Kaiden just shifts to better support Eleanor, and just sort of bobs his head to the song. It's not really dancing, but it's just like,
It's like the closest we're getting right now.
yep, it's the closest we're getting.
Reese, do you like to dance?
Huh?
Do you like to dance?
One more song.
And she sort of turns back. Paddy is looking wistfully. Feeling. They're remembering something.
Hey, Patty, you alright there?
Aye. Yeah.
I mean, the ceiling's real pretty or something.
I knew a girl who used to sing this song.
Oh, you really? Fond
Aye.
memories? Or...
Oh yes, very fond.
What was her name?
Eloise.
You see her often?
No.
She not like you?
That looks at you for a second. I met her while I was on tour.
Aye.
She was nice though. Let's go
Where
back to
is
that
she?
village one time. Yeah, there's a village close to the Guider border. They used to make a mead up there made with juniper berries.
Aye. That sounds nice.
Should go back.
We need to warn these people.
Yeah. You're
Well,
right.
you're all too drunk to do it properly tonight, so sleep it off. We'll get back to business tomorrow. Gestures over to Eleanor sleeping.
A little snore.
We can fight and continue trying to survive tomorrow morning.
Kaiden, can I have a whisper with you on Eris's last song?
Okay.
Right now?
Yeah. Are you done? Are you done with your performance, Eris?
I've got one more.
One more. Okay, yeah, I thought so. So you go first, and then we'll do the whisper.
Okay. And so this last song, the tone shifts somewhat dramatically. So this last song, the tone shifts fairly dramatically. It's very clear that Eris is kind of taking everyone into the evening, kind of lulling everyone. And actually, most people in the room recognize that she is singing a lullaby. It's something that you often hear families sing to children. It's very, very common. Not very technically challenging of a song, but when Eris sings it, she sings it very differently. So the song is very classic in a lullaby in that it is designed to be both kind of comforting and serve as a lesson to children. And it tells of a story of a child who wandered far away from home at night and became lost in the darkness of the woods. The first half of the song is in a minor key. It's actually somewhat spooky. It's slow and it's calm, and it's really a warning to not leave home behind. However, most people would know that the second half of the song is meant to provide comfort and hope. It's supposed to switch to a major key where the child's family comes to find them and meets them in the morning light. However, Eris sings it differently. And instead of this triumphant joining of families, she slows the pace of the song, and it still seems hopeful, but instead it emphasizes the child's fear, how scared they were at being lost, The family seems relieved of finding the child, but it's clear that this child has this memory of the dark and of the woods and of the moon shining down on them from above. It really emphasizes the lasting impact of this night on this child, rather than the triumphant joining of families and cheer that it normally would. And in the second half of the song is really where that critical success comes in, and where you can tell that Eris has a great deal of training, because it tells a very different story just from the tone of voice than it normally does when you would sing it. And at the end of it, she kind of takes a bow and heads off stage.
So everyone applauds. A few people start getting up, like, "Come on, you're out of it," and leaving, still applauding. But the place begins to empty. But Kaiden, let's have a little whisper. What did you whisper me, Mac? Come on, admit it to the chat.
Kaiden is slipping back into his old habits. He's a thief. He's looking around. Not to thieve anything himself, but it's very much, this would be an opportune time for thieves to seize the moment and steal. His palms are so itchy. If it wasn't for the fact Eleanor was on his shoulder at the moment, he'd probably be up picking pockets.
Give me a perception check.
I'm gonna use an advantage, because we have so many. Well...
So... you can't see any pockets worth picking nearby. Perhaps it's the performance, perhaps it's alien, or you're not quite sure. But you do see a common sight. A small serving girl with her finger in a sleeping man's pocket.
I pretend I didn't see.
She freezes when you make eye contact and immediately turns and just walks away. Accompanied by the lullaby, really, the children's song that Eris sang you. I would like to flash back to one of your earliest memories.
Oh no. Alright.
Christmas, the first one you can remember. The first solstice you can remember.
It would have still been with his parents. I don't have a lot of memories of my parents. We didn't have a lot. We didn't even have a home. We lived on the streets of Ostabale, and I was what, 5, 6? Even then, I knew how to steal things. It was the only way we could do anything. It's one of the only memories I have of my parents. Some alley in Ostabale. A teeny fire. That's all we had. I remember we didn't have gifts. Or my parents didn't have gifts. I was a child and I was so hopeful. And I tried to steal something for them. It was just food, it was bread. That was going to be my gift.
What went wrong?
I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't get... A guard saw me, and I just ran. And I ran, and I got lost. I didn't get caught, thankfully, but I couldn't find my way back. That's when I met him.
All right, big man. Look like you're lost to me.
Sorry, sir. I'm fine, really.
Aye, you got caught mumping maples, right? Scrimping scrabbles.
And takes loaf of bread, puts it behind back. No, sir. I wasn't doing anything of the sort.
Don't you tell me that, big man. I saw you running down this way like you're dodging a Godiver. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
I didn't
Dodging
mean
a
to.
Godiver, avoiding the cops. You got caught, alright. Look, it's
sorry.
Christmas night. And it
I
looks
just
to me...
wanted food for my parents. That's it.
Oh, you got parents now, had you?
They're not doing well, but I thought I could do something for them, cause it's midwinter.
Sounds like it's all topsy-turvy for you, man, big man.
I just wanted to do something nice.
I tell you what, why don't I walk you home, hey?
All right. Sorry, what's your name? I'm Kaiden. Hi.
We don't tell each other names, kid.
Hi. Okay.
You take that Kaiden and you stuff it away somewhere deep. Don't you tell no one.
All right, sir.
If anyone asks you your name, you tell them. What are you charging me with? Alright, come on. I know a shortcut. This way.
So, what do I call you?
Whatever you like. I'm calling you big man. Because of the irony. You'll get it when you're older.
Okay, sir. Thank you for not turning me into the guards.
Ah, you're alright. I tell you what though, you can do me a favor in return.
Alright. Anything.
Well now, you see, there's this... my house, you see. I only went and locked myself out of it, didn't I? Now, I can get one of the windows open. But I'm too big to fit through it. I tell you what, I'll slip you through the window. You have a wee shifty through the window. And then... open the door for me. And we'll call it all even.
Okay, sir. I'll do that for you. Where's your house?
He turns down a few corners, and before you know it, you're standing in front of a large mansion. One of the minor nobles.
You live here?
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, I thought all the nobles would be...
You listen to me now, big man. You keep your questions to yourself. You do what you're told if you know what's good for you. Now look, the window's just round here. Through you go.
All right. And this tiny 6-year-old Kaiden just scrambles up, gets through this window with ease. And then goes to unlock the door.
Aye, now that's the ticket. Now you just wait out here. I'm just gonna grab a few things. You know, I'd forget my head if it wasn't screwed on straight. And then we'll head down to your house together.
Oh, okay.
And so it
Kaiden
goes.
stands up straight by the door.
The house is positively blacked. He gives you a silver spoon as a reward. Here, you can keep that. I've got loads of them. You can give it to your Marapar. Maybe they'll sell it.
But that means I owe you something again.
No. It's close to this. It's the solstice. I know we don't celebrate it much over here in Talcare, but where I'm from, you celebrate it all the time.
You're not from here?
I'm from all over. Remember what I told you about questions?
Right, sir.
We'll flash back to modern day Kaiden. How'd you feel, Kaiden?
There's a very sinking feeling in his stomach.
Let's get everyone back. You can explain what you look like to them. And as Eris comes out from backstage, de-makeuped, we'll pan forward a little bit. How does Kaiden look?
Kaiden looks sick to his stomach. He's opening and closing one. The fist, the arm that isn't around Alienore's shoulder is just opening and closing, just clenching back and forth. Something about Eris's song, maybe it was the fact that it was a lullaby, stirring up old memories or something. He looks like he had a bad drink, but the party knows he hasn't drunk all night.
Okay.
Well, look, it's been lovely hanging out with y'all, but I've got to get off. My father will be waiting for me. Oh, yes, father, I'm just coming. I'll be gone now. See you later, Reese.
Nice.
Bye, Sylvia.
I feel like Alienor wakes up a little bit father and then goes back to sleep.
There's
Can
a
I
lot of
whisper a
glasses
Scrat?
on the table, by the way.
You can totally whisper Scrat, yes.
I didn't want to interrupt the flow.
You totally can. I'm here for it.
Now that I'm closer to her as she's leaving, can I do I recognize can I pinpoint where I know her from better? Does she seem to recognize me? What is her?
Why don't you tell us a little bit about when you were in her shoes?
So when Eris was really little, she lived in Rise, but she doesn't really remember that because she was so small. And then the family moved out of town, but now and then over the years, a lot of tutors would come here or would go out there for training and things like that. But then finally, when she was something like 15 or 16, she made her first basically pilgrimage of practice out here in Rise, where she started performing at different places, but smaller places like small nobles or bars like this. Usually she did a lot of performing, and sometimes, the people training her would essentially point out other people in the crowd that were doing the same kinds of things she was doing. using them as examples, or would take her to parties and introduce her to someone, essentially with like a code of like, this is somebody who's going to know who you are.
Yeah,
people
so-
from her dad's network from back in the day, his old friends that used to work with him, essentially kept that network up even after he was booted out of the nobility.
Yes, and she is indeed one of those. The last time you saw her, she was pointed out to you by the last tutor you had, an older gentleman who was a noble himself, and nothing minor about it. Used his nobility as a cover for his more discreet actions.
So someone that was more in her dad's position before he screwed it up.
Yeah.
So it was just like someone she was pointed out to. So she can assume that this person probably knows.
It's more that they were pointed out to you in that Sylvia's going to be watching you tonight and learning. She was a fair bit younger. How old is Eris now?
Like 20, I think we said like 23.
Yeah, so she's like seven or 8 years your junior. So she would have been small,
Like 10.
watching you. Yeah. 8 to 10. Maybe just
so
a
just getting
serving
started.
girl. Maybe just a serving girl. But yeah, learning the ropes.
But so this is someone who it's someone who's in the same network as her, not someone who's like she recognizes as like being.
Well, it's in the same network that you were in.
We're in, yeah. Okay, so she's not. I think Eris is a little nervous that she was poking around the group, but doesn't feel like competitive with her. But again, would probably, as she's leaving, kind of nod and make eye contact and make it very clear that Eris knows who she is, and that Eris recognizes her. Just because she was so young when Eris first met her, she might not think that Eris knows who she is, but Eris just wants to make it very clear.
When she sees your glance, she replies with a fleeting smile. She looks kind of excited, actually.
I think Eris would try to like whisper to her as she walked by. Something like good job, you'd be hard to notice. But maybe pick fatter prey next time and kind of head to the table and sit down with the rest of the group. Or motion if the group's getting up to leave with everybody.
She, you see her expertly suppress a flush of red. Noticeable to the trained eye, but not looking flustered to most people.
Okay.
Make me a relations roll, Eris. We've done a lot of observing. Make me a relations roll.
I'm going to roll with advantage, because there's a giant stack of them. I don't actually know if that rolled. Ooh,
Yeah, I've got a 10.
There we go.
And a critical success.
So 10 is pretty low for me, I think. Yeah.
On a 19, that's a difficult success. So even Eris picks up on this. Eris, she's fangirling.
Kelly picked up on it. I don't know if Eris would have.
How does Eris feel now?
She's proud of herself for doing the right thing. Like, she feels like she's started to ingratiate this person to her a little bit, right? And she like, oh. self pat on the back.
Yeah.
But it's still like wary of this. Like she has noted her, and she should not be sniffing around.
Indeed.
Very much like pee on the territory kind of thing.
Well, shall we get everyone back?
Yes.
The bar is quickly emptying. Bentley comes up to the table. Very sorry. I know that you're Julianne's attaché. Julianne, a wonderful performance this evening. Thank you. The bar. The bar will be closing for the evening very soon. If you need a carriage, we can get you a carriage. It is late at night and, well, I mean, it's the solstice. I'm sure it'd be fine, but we can get you a carriage if you'd like one. It's cold out.
Would you guys like a ride back to the inn, or
This one's...
maybe a carriage call would be a good idea.
Of course, milady.
Thank you.
Within moments, there is a carriage waiting for you, and the 5 of you can bundle in. On the way back, you see a winter cart with a hooded figure entering a household, fiddling with keys at the doorway.
Eris laughs to herself.
Eris, is that a normal thing?
Our patron at the last event let me know that this is a new advertising gimmick, essentially, to his toy shop. Families have paid for him to come drop off gifts for their kids, and he's also delivering some surprise presents to other children in the area for free.
So he's breaking into houses.
Yes,
Being paid to break into houses.
Yep, I don't.
Why didn't I grow up here?
This is weird.
Nobles will pay for strange things. The wealthy will pay for strange things. But Jack, our patron back at the, told me not to worry, and it seems like something I don't want to stick my nose into.
Would you all like to make me perceptions or observation rolls?
Yes, please. And I will use an advantage, because, oh boy, we have so many.
How am I rolling this? I hate to
an
ask.
advantage.
God damn it!
Guidance sees nothing.
Guidance sees fuck all! God damn it!
Honestly, Alienar's mostly asleep. She's in and out. I don't know if she's
Roll 20 freaking hates me today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Eris got a 21.
Can I use an advantage, or am I rolling with disadvantage? What's going
You
on?
can totally
here?
roll with advantage. You can totally roll with
Okay.
advantage.
Okay.
Drunkenness is fun in this fantasy realm and does not pose a disadvantage.
God damn
Okay.
it. Even drunk Reese sees more than Kaiden.
Well,
God.
Kaiden's got an Alienor drooling on him. He's probably preoccupied.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely preoccupied.
Paige looks so pleased with herself.
Eris, as you drive by, the back of the cart is covered in blood.
What the fuck?
Is there a door to direct the driver?
Yeah, there's a little hatch, yeah.
She kind of opens it up, and she just kind of sticks her head out and It says, actually, I think we might be stopping for one last drink. There's a pub around the corner that, but if you could just kind of go around the corner and drop us off up here.
Oh, love.
Thank you. And she just kind of directs him to, like, around the next corner.
Yeah, pulls up.
Julian,
saw that
what's going on?
too, right?
And Eris is just like, I don't know if that was Jack or if that was somebody else, but I think we should go take a look.
All right, what do we do about this one?
Stick some snow down her back. She'll wake up.
All right, give me a snow. Give me a hand.
Reach outside and scoop some up.
All right, I'm real sorry about this, Eleanor. Shoves it down the back of your dress.
Wait, what did you just shove down the back of my dress?
Snow.
A bunch of snow. Eris
Bunch of
told
snow.
Kaiden to shove snow down the back of her
Okay, I
dress
did
to
hear
wake
it,
you
right.
up.
I did, right. And she wakes up and she's like, oh, shite. All right.
All right. Shh. Where?
There's
check it
blood
out.
on the back of that cart.
Oh yeah.
But why did we shove snow down my dress?
Because you were sleeping and Eris told me to.
We need to go check it out, and we're very, very drunk. But I saw blood.
If you want to stay, if you're not feeling entirely there, you can stay here and just keep an eye out
I'm
while
not
Eris
gonna
and I.
stay if there's a bunch of blood on the
All
back
right.
of a
Sorry,
cart.
I was just suggesting if you're too drunk to function.
And I'm worried, right? And you woke me up. I might as well go.
All right.
You see Eris is like reached under her skirt and seems to be like unclasping stuff, and you realize that she's giving herself in this dress more movement. Like she's basically kind of opened a slit in the side of it, and has done something similar where the bell sleeves are now tucked in and like tied in a certain way to these little clasps that you wouldn't have noticed. Seems like a whole like outfit change almost.
That is very impressive.
That. All right.
Right.
Pulls her hair back.
Patrick, you coming with, or is it just us?
Yeah, I'm coming with you.
And they hop out of the cart. Eris.
Follow the leader, the new captain.
Following Eris.
Look at me. Look at me.
Is
Eris is the captain now.
is the guy still outside, or has he gone into the house?
He's gone into the house.
Can I stealth up to the cart and investigate it?
Sure.
Rolling with advantage. Oh, that's not good. Those were not good at all for me.
You
I
hear
rolled a 3 and a 2.
You hear footsteps coming back towards the door.
Eris.
She's going to kind of start stumbling away like she's drunk.
Eris, go with the others. Go with the others. I'll direct heat. Go.
As you stumble away, the person comes out of the door. They look lean. Not exactly sinuous, but close. And they turn their head towards you. Shadows seem to lengthen as you see the light catch on parts of a mask beneath the cloak.
Oh, sorry. Sorry there. Happy midwinter.
A Fiondas mask.
Hmm. Eris. Get the others and get out of here. Get out of here now.
From behind the mask, you hear... Oh! Is that you, big man?
Eris, get out of here now!
Pulls off the mask. Kaiden is a figure from your past.
Fuck!
Eris is still standing there.
Get out, Eris! Run! Get the others, run now!
There's no
Run
need to
now.
run from me. I'm an ice heart.
You're supposed to be in Talkir.
I moved on to more entrepreneurial ventures.
Kaiden is going to run and tackle him to the ground.
I don't think that's a friend.
And as Kaiden
No.
starts running towards this person, that's where we're going to wrap up this week's session.
I think
Mac is
that
just
counts as a
gone.
Mac
Yeah,
down.
that counts.
I mean, that's not even a Mac down. That's just Mac gone.
It was the most violent Macdown we've had.
Oh no, yeah, Mac's on the floor.
No! No! Fuck you, Scrat! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
I mean, technically, we do have like 10 minutes left.
No! No!
No.
So upset!
Well, everyone, I hope you've enjoyed the show. Please check out our social links. And our Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. Twitter, send me a DM and I'll get you a game. It won't be like this game, but it'll be very similar. Discord, you can come and be a part of the community. And we'll all look after you. We all love each other and are kind to each other at all times.
All the time.
And if you'd like to catch up on the other episodes of this game, you can do so on YouTube. Also, check out our sponsors, Hero Forge. They're releasing a whole bunch of new content at the minute with new parts for your customizable figurine miniatures for your tabletop game of choice. You can create your OCs over there. Also, check out the Deck of Many. I wonder if I have a Mac Down card.
The
mean, I'm-
void, maybe.
I mean, I'm looking, you know. I'm not sure. That's close. Well, that's close too. One of those two. I'm not sure.
One of them, what are they? I can't see. Because I'm refusing to get
Yeah,
up.
the ruined one I feel is more accurate, but
Yeah.
right now Mac feels like the fool.
Yeah, yeah. Also check out Mage Hand Press. Mage Hand Press, who created the Dark Matter expansion for 5e. You can play 5e in space with all sorts of custom classes, races, backgrounds, ship combat, the works. It's now available in hardback with a $7.50 discount using my discount code MHPScrap. So go and check it out, or 15% if they've got any deals on or anything. Until next time, everyone, keep on evoking emotions. Do read the credits, look at all the things that these wonderful people do, and go and check them out, please. They are wonderful creators and deserving of your support. But until next time, keep on evoking emotions. We'll be going on a raid. Join us.